If you're a mother who feels exhausted even when you technically shouldn't be, if you're carrying a quiet resentment, if you feel like the emotional weight of your family somehow landed on you without anyone asking, stay with me. This channel is where I break down these patterns using neuroscience and research, not blame or surface level advice. If this kind of clarity is helpful to you, you're welcome to subscribe. Everything here is built to help you understand what's actually happening underneath the stress. Here is the part most mothers haven't been told. You're not burned out because you're doing too much. You're burned out because you've slowly become the emotional nervous system for everyone else in the family. And once you see this, a lot of guilt, confusion, and self-criticism starts to make sense. I'm Kelly Reyes. I'm a certified mental health coach with a trauma-informed, neuroscience-based approach. And my work focuses on how emotional and behavioral patterns are learned and how they change. Everything I teach here is grounded in research on nervous system regulation, attachment, and learning theory. I don't work from blame or opinion, but from how families and nervous systems actually function. From a neuroscience perspective, families don't regulate individually, they regulate relationally. Children, especially younger ones, borrow regulation from the adults they are most attached to. That attachment figure becomes the anchor. And in many households, that anchor is the mother. This doesn't happen because mothers are better or fathers are worse. It happens because of availability, proximity, and responsiveness. The nervous system orients towards what's consistently there. Over time, the parent who is emotionally present becomes the stabilizer, and that stabilizing role comes with a cost. When one nervous system is responsible for tracking moods, anticipating needs, soothing distress, and holding emotional tone, it never truly rests. Even during downtime, it stays alert. That constant low-level vigilance is exhausting, even if life looks manageable from the outside. This is why so many mothers say things like, "I have help, but I'm still overwhelmed," or "I shouldn't feel this tired, but I am." The exhaustion isn't about chores or logistics, it's neurological. This is also where mother guilt forms. Guilt isn't primarily about values or morality. It's about hyper-responsibility wired into the nervous system. When a mother's system has become the primary regulator, rest feels risky. Pulling back feels unsafe. Saying no feels like something bad might happen if she's not there to catch it. That's not weakness, that's conditioning. This dynamic often becomes sharper when one partner is heavily focused on work. Not because work is wrong, but because work can act as a regulating strategy. Focused productivity narrows attention and limits emotional input. For some nervous systems, that creates stability. Meanwhile, the emotionally available parent absorbs the relational load. Over time, the imbalance isn't really about fairness, it's about capacity. The resentment usually doesn't start as anger. It starts as depletion. When a nervous system has been regulating for others without relief, it eventually signals overload. That signal might look like irritability, withdrawal, or emotional numbness. What doesn't help is telling mothers to communicate better, ask for help, or practice more self-care. Those suggestions target behavior, not structure. The issue isn't that the mother isn't speaking up, it's that the family system has organized itself around her regulation. Real change begins when regulation is redistributed. That doesn't mean forcing anyone to be emotionally expressive or assigning blame. It means intentionally building more than one anchor in the system. Children learning to tolerate frustration, partners learning to engage emotionally, not just functionally, mothers stepping out of the constant monitoring even when it feels uncomfortable at first. That discomfort is important. When a mother stops regulating for everyone else, the system reacts. That reaction is not failure, it's just reorganization. Over time, when the family learns that emotion can exist without immediate rescue, everyone's nervous system grows. The mother's exhaustion decreases not because she does less, but because she is carrying less alone. Before I close, I want to offer a perspective for those who approach this through a Christian lens. Scripture speaks directly to shared burden and rightful rest. Ecclesiastes reminds us that two are better than one because they help each other when one falls. The image is mutual support, not one person holding everything together. Jesus consistently invites the weary and burdened to come to Him for rest. That invitation is not about abandoning responsibility. It's about refusing to carry what was never meant to be carried alone. Rest, biblically, is alignment. It's putting weight back where it belongs. Scripture does not place the emotional weight of the family on one person. It emphasizes shared responsibility, shared strength, and shared care. From that perspective, a mother stepping out of the constant emotional containment is not neglecting her family. She is allowing the family to mature. Burnout is not a character flaw. It's a signal that one nervous system has been asked to do too much for too long. If this helped you feel seen or understand your experience more clearly, this channel is where I continue these conversations using research, compassion, and clarity. You're welcome to subscribe if you want to keep learning this way. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video.